Good evening, everybody out there, especially to the Lacquer Bride members. Okay, tonight we did something special. We kind of thought of we're looking at Mediterranean theme, right? Let me quickly take you through what we started with. Right, over here, we've got some bread that we've done, okay? There's onion in there, there's butter in there, there is garlic in there, right? Crushed garlic that we took, we mixed everything in, we smeared them just like our previous breads that we've done, so this should be quite exciting. Right, then from there we did some society sticks. Okay, we did some society sticks here. This is just a basic starter to go with, right? This is just green peppers, okay, and these are baby green peppers. They're the small ones, they're much sweeter, they're much better, with mushroom slices in it. Right, what you do is you just throw a barbecue sauce over it, works out really well. Over here, right, we've got beef society sticks. Also, just got a barbecue marinade over it. Right, here we've got some sweet corn. What we're going to do with the sweet corn, let me quickly take it over here. Right, there's a mixture of butter, chili and garlic in this, right? You take this, you smear it all over your mealies properly, and then we put them to the bride. You can also put them in tin foil. Some people like doing that, but I found it's generally better if you keep it old school and proper and do it straight like that on the grill. Right, moving along. For tonight's menu as well, added on, I know we've got the beef already and all the veggies included, but I've got some beautiful pork Porterhouse steaks today there at Checkers. They were such a good price, I couldn't say no to them. And as you can see, these are really nice cuts. Okay. Then over here, we already made a nice little Mediterranean salad. I'll put the ingredients for you guys there in the recipe if you want. Okay, quite simple, very nice. You got to get your greens in every now and then, not just your veggies and meat. Okay, over here, this is what we're going to be working with tonight. Okay, as usual, the usual criminals that we work with. Okay, coarse black pepper in a grinder, coarse sea salt, right? This is going to be one of the times. I'm not endorsing them or something, but I like to use them. They're quite good. Spurs barbecue sauce. That's what's over the societies over there. Really good stuff. As you know, olive oil. Right, these guys are really good. You got a proper shot of that. Excellent. Okay, I found that they work great on some steaks. They work well on pork. Not so much on chicken, but generally pork, lamb, beef, they work really well. So I'll be using them on the pork Porterhouse steaks tonight. Okay, so Winchester Grill, look out for this one. It's really good spice to have around in your arsenal. And then last but not least, LKs, right? Smoked dust. Now this stuff, I love using this. As you can see, this is my third packet that I've used since November last year. Really good stuff from LKs. It's not expensive. The only problem I find is that, you know, when you go to the shops, you look at your different smoke sawings that you get from the different companies. Some of the guys, they're really expensive. Like Weber, they have a really good range, but super expensive. Not too great about it. There's another one there that they usually sell, Checkers as well. Really good stuff. They've got with chips, also great, but also expensive. LK's one I found it's most affordable, works the best. I always use it on my fish, so try it out for yourself. It's good stuff. And then yeah, there's nothing else to really pull out. But all right, let's get started with the fire. Okay, another quick little thing I want to talk about. In the last videos, I showed you guys something, right? I showed you the fire chimney starter. Okay, right. Little thing I noted again today. Okay, let's be straightforward and honest. Okay. And let me say this beforehand, I do not endorse any company, right? Neither are we sponsored by any company here at Lacquer Bride, but I give the truth to the guy on the ground that likes to braai, because I believe in sharing products with guys and telling them this is what is out there, this is what's good for your value. Right, this is my chimney starter, right? I've had this since last year November. Okay, as you can see, it's already showed rust on the sides, everything. It was painted pitch black, right? There's nothing left of that black paint, okay? I purchased this at a store, I'm not going to say what store, right? Under a brand of Chef that's out there at the moment, okay? It wasn't expensive, I'll be truthful. I think this was 160 that I bought it. I think it was 160 bucks. Right, but it's doing the job. I don't care how it looks, it does its job, all right? And then at the same time, I can tell you now, right? The best one that you'll find out there is the Weber one, okay? It's made out of steel, stainless steel, okay? It looks classier. It's the best you're gonna get. The only problem that I have with it is you're gonna lose a damn arm and a leg at the till paying for it. Okay. There is a better option as well at the moment. It's not like the Weber made out of stainless steel, but let me say this, and again, I'm not sponsoring a brand or anything, right? But today I saw it again there at Checkers, right? LK's has a chimney fire starter. It's made out of galvanized steel, as far as I can make out, which is much better. It's not painted, and it's a good bang for your buck. So if you guys really want to get one of these, get yourselves to Checkers there in the Bry section. Get yourself an LK's. All right, it's really a good investment for you guys with your fire. All right. Okay, we've got the coals over into the charcoal bins. One little thing I want to mention as well: if you're going to use these, right, just before you take it off of the fire or wherever you've had it when you were busy lighting your coals, do me a favor, shake it out first over that area, because they have a tendency when you lift them up, the little coals and that fall out of them, and yeah, a lot of times you're going to get burned. As I said, remember, main thing, because this thing's so hot, glove. Another little thing, if you're using a Weber, right, I buy the Weber pans, okay? They're a little bit more expensive, but these are really, really good things. Okay, they always catch my drippings. Great stuff to use when you're doing indirect. One thing I noticed though, when you're buying the Weber pans. Alright, unfortunately got a little bit interrupted there by the neighbors being a little bit tepid, but it's fine. Okay, nonetheless. Okay, so as I was saying, these Weber pans, great stuff. They're a little bit more expensive than buying a normal tinfoil pan. They work really well. Only problem is, like I've got the 57 centimeter compact, okay? A lot of times I have to use two small sized ones, okay, to really like cover my area, because otherwise the drippings go down on the side of my Weber. This is the large one. So as you can see, I just bent it a little bit and now it fits in perfectly. Move the hinges out and it will catch most of your drippings. So we got that in there. We're going to do some indirect cooking. Alright, if you can remember our sosaties that we started with the mushroom and the green peppers, right, we're going to put that on now. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we're going to start on direct heat, okay, then on the sides. Alright, you got to turn them very quickly, because obviously this is really, really concentrated high heat. So we're just getting them up there. Okay, keep your basting brush close by, because all that sauce that you poured over, you don't want to waste it. And as you go along, the key to doing a perfect society, if there's basting involved or sauce involved, is to constantly roll it over it. Okay, you can see, yes, those are picking up temperature so quick. It's ridiculous. Good smell coming off there. I'm actually going to use the bright tongs. Just grab it and turn it there. Alright, so we're just giving it that little bit of heat quickly there. And then we're going to move it over to indirect cooking. Alright, awesome. Okay, so let's move these over. There we go. Okay, alright, good stuff. Right, now take your basting brush, because we had it over some direct heat, right? Just going to rub that sauce in over it. Keep our sosaties nice and juicy, and it's also going to help them pull in their juice. Okay, one little thing I forgot to tell you guys about. Right, when you got to the indirect stage, right, I need you to close your lid. As you can see, my vents are half open. Alright, don't do it full open, the heat becomes too much inside there. Okay, so we're going to take these off, they're ready to go. Right, these are really nice little things to have. And it's really great about them, they're simple, they're easy, they're effective, and they're cheap. Right, time for the beef. Okay, like I said, we start off with direct heat. Give it a nice burn on the outside. One other little tip, if you're going to do different sauces, bastings, marinades, and you're going to apply it to your meats or whatever you're doing, just remember, when you're doing different ones, wash out your basting brush in between. You don't want different tastes going along. Look at that, that's beautiful. Immediate. Alright, okay, so we've had them over some direct heat here now for a little bit. As you can see, the meat started to turn a nice brown color. So what we're going to do now, we're going to move them over to indirect. Okay. Interesting little fact, all these drippings that you collect in your drip trays, yeah, just another pointer as well. Please put some water in your drip tray. Okay, it helps to keep your food nice and moist and juicy. But anyway, take all your drippings in your drip tray. Man's best friend. You'll usually see actually my dogs hanging around when I'm busy with a braai or a barbecue, as you guys like to call it. Take those drippings, pour them over your dog's pellets. It's good, it's healthy for your dogs, and they really like the taste. We're still going to keep it halfway open on the vents, alright? And now we're just going to let it go a little bit. We're going to turn it as well here about by the 5-minute marker. Then that beef should have been done right through. Okay, right, as I said to you earlier, the key to perfect sosaties is keep that basting brush close by. Keep that basting over it, or that sauce or that marinade that you're using. I used mine already. These are beautiful. They're done. I'm taking them off. Alright, I'm going to get them onto the plate soon enough. Alright, next up, we've got those pork Porterhouse steaks. Alright, now I've already, the rub I showed you earlier, I've already rubbed it in. As you can see, it's in there. Thoroughly through. Don't waste your time trying to get it there into the fat on the sides. It really doesn't take, but you can rub it all over as nicely as possible. Let's get some nice good lines on those going. Okay, right, so as you can see, there's some nice grid lines going there. We had them over the direct heat for a bit. They've become nice and hard. That's a good sign for us. So what we're going to do now, remember earlier I told you about throwing your sawdust in. Let's get that smoky effect. Alka is really good for pork. Alright, I love that smoky effect that you get. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to throw some dry chips all over the place. You're going to see some flames. Alright, now some people, they go along, they wet this. I have to tell you, I've done it a few times. There's just one problem with wetting it. Okay, you get like a bit of a nasty smell. Alright, so we chucked it on there and we closed it. So now we're allowing all that nice smoke in there. Right. Keep it like that. Now you see all that smoke coming out there. Very nice. Now that's going into our meat. So we're going to keep it like that a little bit. Bake those little piggies there, and then get a really nice outer rim with that fat and a good effect for the smoke. Okay, so the pork chops nicely done, ready to go. As you can see, that fat's still there. Look at that, nicely browned all around, looks good. Right, so now we're taking these off, and then we're going to do the sweet corn. Let's get our little bowl there. Right. Okay, so here's a trick to it. Remember I told you about the butter. What you need to do, you can see how nice and soft that butter is, right? You need to grab this and you need to smear it all over. Right, then work it in with your hand all over it so that you get that effect on the sweet corn. Okay, as you can see, we've nicely smeared them. Alright, again, indirect cooking, put them in the center. Then we're going to cover them with a lid, keep it open halfway, let it do its thing. Alright, as you can see here on these millies, can you see there's like a shine on this? The light's catching it from my angle. Right, and you can see that they've turned like a really deep, dark, rich gold color. Right, I'll just turn that for you. You can see it. It's all the way through on all the sides. That's what you want. Okay, that's how you know they're ready. Some people prefer to take it a bit darker, but this is generally the one that everybody likes, is at this level. Okay, so we finished the braai off, our garlic bread, pork chop, Porterhouse pork steak, sorry. Right, stop. Alright, so this is our final product. We finished off. There's our Mediterranean salad. There's our onion garlic bread, right? There's our Porterhouse pork steak, the fried sweet corn, right? The beef on society stick, and then mushroom and baby green pepper. And as you can see, turned out really, really well. Gorgeous. Just a small little note added there. When the pork was resting there in the container, obviously it sweated out some sauce still. Right, just pour that over again, and man, the taste in that sauce is incredible. So, hope you guys enjoy, and then until next time, hope to be doing something for you guys. Remember, like, to subscribe, share, leave your comments below, and tell us what would you like for the next braai video. As always, keep the coals burning. Until next time, thanks.